Have you ever stood up a little too quickly and felt the room spin for a moment? That brief, unsettling wave of dizziness, most people dismiss it as just getting older. But as a brain doctor, I must tell you, it is not normal. That moment is a quiet alarm bell. It means that for a few critical seconds, the vital flow of oxygen-rich blood to your brain was interrupted. What if I told you you have the power to silence that alarm bell? What if a simple 40-second shift in how you rest could be one of the most powerful things you do all day to lower your stroke risk? Welcome back to Stroke and Heart Attack. I have seen your fears about feeling unsteady. I know your worries about stiff joints, and I've heard your uncertainty about which exercises are truly safe versus which might accidentally cause harm. Today, we put that fear and uncertainty behind us. This is not about pushing your limits or becoming an athlete. It is about a new, more profound philosophy, moving with wisdom. We are going to build a gentle 6-step circulation reset routine. These are not just exercises. They are acts of self-care and a way of communicating with your own body. Each one is backed by solid medical science. Each one is designed specifically to protect your most precious asset, your health. Stay with me until the last second. By the end, you will not only have a routine, you will have a new sense of confidence in your body's ability to heal and protect itself. If you are ready to start this journey of empowerment with me, please share in the comments which part of your body feels the stiffest or most sluggish in the morning. Let's begin this conversation together. Our journey begins not with strenuous movement, but with a simple, conscious shift in posture as you rest. It might sound too simple to be true, but the side you choose to lie on can have a profound impact on your body's ability to circulate blood efficiently, especially during the vulnerable hours of sleep. Let's talk for a moment about the incredible architecture inside your torso. The largest vein in your body, the inferior vena cava, is like a major superhighway for your blood. Its only job is to carry deoxygenated blood from the lower half of your body, your legs, your digestive system, your kidneys, back to the heart to be re-oxygenated. This highway does not run down the center of your body. It runs up the right side of your spine. Now, think about what happens when you lie down. If you lie flat on your back, the weight of your internal organs can create gentle but persistent pressure on this massive vein. If you lie on your right side, gravity pulls your organs directly on top of it. This is like having a lane closure on a busy highway. Traffic slows down. Your heart has to work harder, pumping with more force just to pull the blood back from a system that is being compressed. But when you simply roll over and lie on your left side, something remarkable happens. You completely free this highway from compression. You take the weight off. Now the superhighway is wide open. Blood can flow back to your heart with effortless ease. This simple shift does two remarkable things that directly impact your brain. First, it gives your heart a much-needed break. It no longer has to pump as forcefully against resistance, which can gently lower your overall blood pressure as you rest. For anyone managing hypertension, this is a significant passive therapy you can give yourself 8 hours a night. Second, and this is crucial, when the heart works more efficiently, it can more easily pump freshly oxygenated blood out to the rest of your body, including up the carotid arteries to your brain. Better venous return equals better arterial outflow. I think of a patient of mine, Frank, age 76. A retired postal worker, he was a restless sleeper and often woke up with a racing heart and feeling foggy. He was a dedicated back sleeper, believing it was best for his spine. We didn't change his diet, we didn't change his medication. We simply had him try sleeping on his left side, propping a pillow behind his back to help him stay there. Within a few weeks, he reported something fascinating. Not only was he sleeping more deeply, but his morning blood pressure readings, which were always his highest, had started to come down a few points consistently. He was allowing his circulatory system to work with him, not against him, all night long. Here's your 40-second reset. The next time you lie down for a nap or settle in for the night, make a conscious choice. Gently roll onto your left side. Place a pillow between your knees to keep your hips aligned and comfortable. Just rest there for at least 40 seconds, breathing deeply. Feel your body settle. This simple act is a profound gift to your heart and your brain.
Now that we've optimized how you rest, let's talk about something you and I do for hours every single day. Sitting. Chances are you're sitting right now as you listen to me. And your posture, in this very moment, can be a silent friend to your circulation, or it can quietly be working against it. As the day wears on, most of us tend to sit in a slumped position, our shoulders round forward, our legs crossed or tucked underneath us. It might feel comfortable and relaxed, but physiologically, it's like putting multiple kinks in a garden hose. Here's what happens. When you slouch, with your shoulders forward and chest collapsed, you physically compress your diaphragm. That prevents you from taking deep, full breaths. Your breathing becomes shallower. Shallower breathing means less oxygen enters your blood. Less oxygen in the blood means less oxygen reaching your brain. That shortage can lead to feelings of fatigue and brain fog. Crossing your legs causes another problem. This seemingly innocent habit can create a pressure point on the popliteal vein and artery behind your knee. That pressure dramatically slows blood flow to and from your lower legs. Over time, this stagnant flow can cause blood to pool in your lower extremities. That pooling creates swelling, aching, or a feeling of heaviness in your ankles and feet. More dangerously, this pooling, called venous stasis, is a primary risk factor for developing a blood clot in your legs, known as a deep vein thrombosis, or DVT. If a piece of that clot breaks off, it can travel to your lungs, or in some cases, directly to your brain, causing a major stroke. A study from the American Heart Association found that prolonged poor sitting posture significantly impacts vascular health in older adults. It leads to less stable blood pressure and more pooling of blood in the legs. So let's do a 40-second posture check together, right now. Sit in your chair. First, feel your feet. Are they both flat on the floor, about hip-width apart? Good. Are your knees bent at roughly a 90-degree angle with your thighs parallel to the floor? Excellent. Now bring your awareness to your spine. Sit up tall, imagining a string gently pulling the crown of your head up toward the ceiling. Let your shoulders relax down, away from your ears. Tuck your chin slightly, with your head positioned directly over your shoulders, not jutting forward to look at a screen. Hold this aligned posture for 40 seconds. Notice the openness in your chest. Notice the stability in your base. You're not adding a new exercise to your day. You're transforming an existing habit from a potential risk into a powerful, healing action that keeps your internal river flowing freely. How does that feel? This is about integrating small, healing movements into the things you already do. If you're finding this helpful, I'd like to invite you to subscribe to this channel, Stroke and Heart Attack. When you subscribe and share this video, you're not just helping us, you're spreading life-saving knowledge to another parent, another friend, another neighbor. It's an act of community care.
Let's stand up for a moment, literally, to address the chronic neck and shoulder stiffness that I know so many of you live with every day. Your neck is the most critical highway in your body. Through it pass four major pipelines, the carotid arteries and the vertebral arteries that supply all the blood, all the oxygen, all the fuel to your entire brain. As we age, a lifetime of looking down at books, at work, at our phones can lead to what's called forward head posture. For every inch your head juts forward, it effectively adds 10 pounds of weight for the muscles in your neck and upper back to support.
This creates a state of chronic, low-grade tension. These tight, shortened muscles can act like a gentle clamp on that vital highway, physically compressing the arteries and reducing the volume of blood that can reach your brain. This is especially true for the brainstem, which controls balance and coordination. That reduced flow can directly contribute to dizziness, tension headaches, and that persistent brain fog that makes you feel not quite sharp. I think of a patient of mine, Susan, a lovely woman and an avid knitter. She often complained of tension headaches and feeling out of it. She had been doing big, jerky neck circles, thinking it would loosen her muscles, but that actually risked further strain. Instead, we replaced that with this gentle 40-second posture reset. Here's how to do it. Find a clear wall in your home. Stand with your heels a few inches away from the wall. Gently press your tailbone, your shoulder blades, and the back of your head against the wall. Do not force it. The goal is a gentle lengthening, not strain. Lift your chin slightly, as if a string is pulling the crown of your head toward the ceiling. Hold this gentle, aligned posture for 40 seconds, breathing deeply into your belly. You are not just improving your posture, you are actively unkinking the hose to your brain.
This next technique is a simple, passive way to give your circulatory system a much-needed break throughout the day. Inside your leg veins are tiny, one-way valves. They open to let blood flow upward toward your heart, and then they snap shut to prevent it from flowing back down under the pull of gravity. As we age, these little valves can weaken. Gravity starts to win the battle. Blood can begin to pool in the lower legs. That's why many older adults experience swollen ankles and that feeling of heaviness, especially toward the end of the day. And this is not just a comfort issue. This venous pooling, or stasis, increases the risk of developing a deep vein thrombosis, or DVT. By simply elevating your legs slightly, you give those hard-working valves a rest. Now you're working with gravity, not against it. Here's your 40-second habit. The next time you sit down to read or watch television for a while, grab a small footstool, a stack of books, or a firm cushion and place your feet on it. You do not need your legs way up in the air. Just a few inches of elevation is enough to change the dynamic. Make a habit of doing this for at least 40 seconds every hour that you are sitting. You are opening the tracks and letting the blood move freely back to your heart. Your mental and emotional state has a direct, immediate, and powerful impact on your stroke risk. When you feel anxious or stressed, your body floods with the hormone cortisol. Cortisol acts like a clamp on your blood vessels, tightening them and raising your blood pressure. Learning to consciously control your breath is like having a natural blood pressure medication you can administer to yourself anytime, anywhere. The most powerful tool for this is the diaphragmatic or belly breath. When you breathe deeply into your belly, you stimulate the vagus nerve, an incredible nerve that is the superhighway of your parasympathetic nervous system. That's your body's rest, digest, and heal system. Activating it sends a direct signal to your brain and heart to slow down. It lowers your heart rate, it reduces cortisol, and it allows your blood vessels to release that stress-induced constriction. Here is the 40-second calming breath. You can do this sitting in your chair or lying down. Place one hand on your chest and the other on your belly, just below your rib cage. Inhale slowly and deeply through your nose for a count of 4. Your goal is to make the hand on your belly rise significantly while the hand on your chest stays relatively still. Hold that breath gently at the top for a count of 4. Then, and this is the most important part, exhale very slowly through your mouth, as if you are blowing gently through a straw, for a count of 6. Feel the hand on your belly fall as you gently draw your navel in toward your spine.
The longer exhale is the key to activating the vagus nerve. Repeating this simple cycle for just 40 seconds can measurably lower your blood pressure and calm your mind.
Our final technique is the ultimate gift you can give your circulatory system at the end of a long day. After hours of sitting or standing, gravity has been pulling blood and fluid down into your legs and feet, forcing the veins in your legs to work hard all day. This simple pose lovingly reverses that entire process. The science is beautifully simple. By elevating your legs above the level of your heart, you give your venous system a much-needed break. Blood and lymphatic fluid no longer have to be pumped uphill against gravity. They can now flow effortlessly back toward your core. This has several profound benefits. It can reduce swelling in the ankles and feet. It can ease feelings of heaviness and fatigue in the legs. It can dramatically reduce the pressure inside your leg veins. This helps prevent varicose veins and reduces the risk of blood pooling that can lead to clots. Here is your 40-second evening reset. Find a clear space of wall. Sit on the floor with one hip right next to it. Gently swing your legs up onto the wall as you pivot your torso and lie down on your back. Adjust by scooting your hips closer to the wall until it feels comfortable. Your body should be in a gentle L shape. Simply rest there. Let your arms fall to your sides, palms facing up. You can place a small pillow under your head if that feels better. Stay for at least 40 seconds, breathing deeply using the belly breath we just practiced. Focus on the release in your legs and lower back. This simple restorative pose is a profoundly powerful way to end your day, calming your nervous system and giving your circulation time to reset and restore for the night ahead. Conclusion: your daily blueprint for a flowing river. So, there you have it. 6 simple, gentle positions and techniques. A posture reset with your coffee, a foot elevation while you read, a gentle wall posture to ease your neck, a calming breath when stress builds, a left side rest at night, and a restorative legs up pose before bed. None of these are complicated, none are strenuous, but woven together through your day, they create a powerful daily blueprint for keeping the river of your circulation flowing freely and smoothly. This is not about adding another stressful workout to your list. This is about weaving small, intelligent acts of self-care into the fabric of your life. You have more power over your health than you may have been led to believe. It doesn't always come from a pill bottle. It often comes from quiet, consistent choices like the ones we've shared today. This is how you move with wisdom. This is how you protect your independence. If this conversation has given you hope and empowerment, please give this video a like so others can find this message. And I would be honored if you would share in the comments which of these 40-second techniques you will try today. Your commitment can inspire our entire community. And finally, please do not forget to subscribe to Stroke and Heart Attack. We are here to support you on your journey to a long, vibrant, healthy life. You have the knowledge. You have the power. You've got this.